fact, pussy so powerful that you feel me. I mean, that came on the news for real. You feel me?
What?
So, yes, sex workers are in a frenzy. They worried that we're gonna go so tight with the recession that we're gonna hold money and not spend money on pussy. That's how powerful it is. Women know that. Women know pussy is powerful. Pussy is so powerful. You got niggas that want to be bitches.
You know it's crazy when the engineer laugh.
It's facts. Like,
You believe in gender roles? Like a man's supposed to do this and a woman's supposed to do that.
Yes. I mean, I feel like the woman's supposed to kind of be like the backbone of the house. Make sure that's always together. It ain't always got to be cooking and cleaning either.
What is it then?
It could just be it could be comfortability. It could be making sure the kids is bathed and washed and homework is done and your clothes might be clean. That's just a kind of more of a woman's touch. If I go to the laundry, all this shit coming back balled up in the bag. But if she goes, she gonna fold it. She gonna do it's just certain shit. I'm gonna be the one with the drill. I'm going. Even if I don't know some shit, yo, Fred, man, what the fuck, man?
Right.
Yo, YouTube it, Rex. That ain't
Don't figure it
You know
out.
what I mean? Like that's just a kind of a man shit. You supposed to hold the door. The woman's supposed to be on the inside of the street. This is just things that we was just taught, and that's all I know. So that's what I mean. That's what I go by.
So gender roles is definitely something that. So how do you feel when you see is the independent woman and the I don't need a man? Is it toxic or is it empowering?
I feel like it was the government tricking us to break families up.
Explain that.
When you tell a woman that they could be independent and they don't need a man and they don't do this, that, and the third, instead of them fighting to keep their relationship or their situation, they getting the father out of the house because now she don't need you. So when the father is out of the house, is usually, if you look at any successful houses or people in the world, they usually have two parents.
Right.
That's just a scientific fact. You can't be raising a bunch of young men in here and there ain't no man here.
Do you feel like a woman can raise a man? Like do you feel like a female can raise a boy? Like
A female can raise a boy to a certain extent. There's things that he can't get from her, he gonna go to the street for, because that's the things I did. I'm saying, well, my pops passed away when I was 7 years old. My brothers was in jail. So now, everything that I couldn't learn from mommy, I had to learn from the block. So some bad habits I picked up, but then there's some good also. That's why when I'm saying, my son got that age when nigga, me and my baby moms can't understand it. He got to come with me. You had him all this time, nigga. He in his teens, he got to come here now.
right.
I ain't belling nobody out. I ain't having no early pregnancies, nigga. You gonna do what you gotta do. All this shit is cool a nigga rapping about, nigga, but know the difference. This ain't your life. You know what I'm saying? So
I fucks with that. That's real. That's real. That's a real man, real father answer. Most people overshadow that. You feel what I'm saying? I agree with everything you said, bro. You feel me? I don't take nothing from it. I ain't really got no argument on it. I agree with it. The gender role thing, I do feel like how you feel. Like that is a plot that the government, that all started from the 40s when they went over there to World War I or II, I believe, when the women was left behind to take up the men roles at the factories of building cars. Now you got females feeling like I can do that too. I can pick up a drill. I can change my tire. I can change my oil. They can never fill the role of a man, and we can never fill the role of a woman.
But with women being kind of like alphas now, or they can be, do you guys feel like
They can
could
never be an alpha.
two alphas in a
No.
relationship?
they could never be.
There can never be two alphas in a relationship.
A woman is not.
A woman can never be.
Let me hear.
alpha.
Hold on.
Somebody gotta go. Somebody gotta go.
Hold on. So you feel like there can never be two alphas in a relationship?
You ever seen tails twice on a quarter?
Somebody gotta go.
That's fine.
It's just how some things is.
So you don't feel like there could be a woman holding the house down financially, doing her shit, and then
Yes.
a man
Also
Also
the
doing
same
that.
thing.
How?
Yeah.
they both alphas.
Listen, nah.
Talk.
Listen. You have to know your place in everything. and everything. When you look at certain things, I'm trying to think exactly how I can break this shit down to you. It says, what it said in the Bible, a man gives his wife what? His life? What more can you give a motherfucker than your life?
Right.
And what's she supposed to do? She's supposed to cherish her husband? That's how things are supposed to go. He gave you his life, basically. Everything goes to you, but they got to do with a female to overlook all of that shit. Because she fixed the wheel on the kid bike? Like, no, that ain't it.
That's not gonna happen.
And you
often.
can know how to do all of that shit. I'm not saying don't go get no money.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying not learn a trade and be useful at different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's just certain things that you're just not gonna do. It's time to. Now it's time to go to the mechanic. You calling me to go over there because they trying to run game on you. It's cool to call me now though.
Right.
But what if it's the other way around? What if the guy is not the alpha? What if the woman knows how to do all those things and he doesn't? Because, like you said, if he didn't have a father in the household, maybe he was raised by women. Maybe he's less macho or something like that.
Right.
He doesn't know how to do those things. But the woman who came from two parents, or maybe she's just had her dad in her life, is more masculine than he is, and now they're in a relationship. Would you still feel like that relationship needs to be the same way?
No, the relationship don't need to be the same way, but she still need to let a man be a man.
Mm-hmm.
Once that starts to come in confusion, you can't be fighting with your with who you are inside, with your dignity and who you are because she's masculine or whatever the fuck that is. Like, cool, you could be all of that. Just know when to shut the fuck up.
No, it's crazy. Hold on,
What you mean? What you mean?
Because you
know when to shut the fuck up.
You're trying to go too
Because
fast on the messy stuff.
It's women to argue with a man like they're a man. You're not a man.
Right.
In some circumstances, women in those circumstances,
And you gotta know when to shut the fuck up too.
a
Sometimes
woman can teach a man how to be a man. Like, they will actually grow to learn how to be a man from that female. That's an alpha. Because she gonna teach you, this is what you're supposed to do.
So you feel like an alpha woman can teach a man how to be a man?
Yes.
In those
I don't think so.
circumstances,
Let me-
yeah.
I feel she could.
listen.
I feel like he could learn.
Oh, let me get this shit.
I feel he could learn. I could feel he could pick up positive shit, but he's gonna pick up female traits also.
Exactly.
It's nothing you can do about it.
What's female trait about changing a tire or doing
That's a
things that
man's
men
job,
do?
though.
We talking about.
But that's not a female trait. So if I teach my partner how to change a tire, there's nothing womanly about that for it to rub off on him.
It's
When
not
he changes
womanly,
a tire.
It's nothing womanly about
There's nothing
that.
womanly about
It's not womanly about that at all. But this kid also see you nag and do female shit, and he picks up these traits in his personality as he grow on, as he grow up.
No, that's just in him.
But we're not talking about a son. I'm talking about like your partner, like a grown man who's learning from their woman because they didn't know these things already.
They were saying that the question was, can a woman raise a? Okay, that's why I was talking. I was speaking on that part. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
What was that?
No, I was talking about in a relationship. Like I thought we were talking about if a woman is teaching a man something.
A woman teaching a man how to be a man.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that's what Mike said initially.
Women can conform.
Can a woman teach a man how to be a man?
she
Can an alpha woman teach a man how to be a man?
Can I give
In
you?
your opinion?
Can I give y'all
Nah,
history?
because it's still things that she ain't experienced because she ain't a man.
Can I give y'all history?
Go ahead,
She gonna
Mike.
tell you how many times
They don't wanna
the
hear that.
man's just certain shit. She can't tell her. There's certain things that she just ain't gonna understand or ain't gonna know because she's not a man, and there's certain things that she just ain't gonna be privy to.
Go ahead. What you got? Why you suck your teeth? You better say something fire now.
He better.
You done suck the teeth.
I mean, I'm just saying, like women. This is why women be great and why they the most celebrated because they can conform. They can take up the roles, believe it or not.
Of both.
They can take up both roles, believe it or not. You ever heard of Ma Barker? No, you didn't. You don't know your history. Ma Barker raised 6 men.
Allow me to say no. All right? You got it, nigga.
You got rights.
You
got
won.
it, but let me say no.
You won. But give me a 2-1, nigga. No, 30. Nigga, let me talk. Go.
Nah, but listen. So It's a 50-50 thing.
Who is
Rex.
the girl you just
So
said?
Ma Barker is very famous. She raised up, I believe, 6 to 8 boys. You feel me? But go to you to
I
what
know,
you said.
but who is she? I know people who owe 8 boys in the hood. Like what? Who is the person you just named? You're not about to win if you won't tell me who this is now. You can't just say that name like you fire. You know
I
your
can't
shit.
get nothing out.
And now you're gonna slide through it.
I
She
can't
raised
get
8
nothing
niggas.
out. What? So it's 50-50 with Rex.
Who is the girl?
He not gonna
Ma
let you go.
Barker is a famous bank robber. She raised 6 boys that took care of their own families and households.
Okay.
When their father passed away, she took it upon herself to raise these boys to be men and to take care of their family by any means necessary. Now why I say it's 50-50 with what you say, Rex, because they did pick up some female traits. They attitudes. They picked that up. They was hot-headed. I learned this hot-headedness from my mama, but I learned how to change a tire, or and raise my kids from my mama as well. I learned how to be the dominant head of my household from my mama, taking up the role of what my father left behind. So a woman can conform to anything. Never forget that. I was raised by my mom.
I was raised by mine. I just know that it was.
nigga.
I love that.
Listen,
was a good explanation.
My mom's is
You a hater.
everything to me. Every morning we speak. Every night we speak. Like this is my best friend. Seriously. And when my pops passed, my mom was left to raise 5 of us. I mean, that shit wasn't easy. But what I also learned is it was times for certain things that I had to go to a man or the block or might be a big homie, a dude I look at as a big brother or anything to learn. It was just certain things I just couldn't go ask mommy. So when it come to her raising me, yes, she raised, and nigga, I know how to cook, I know how to do all that kind of shit. So and all of that come from there. But it was the other shit I had to go outside and learn. I had to fall off the.
Yeah, that's the natures of the land. You feel what I'm saying? It takes a village to raise a child. None of y'all never seen Ray. His mama raised him.
That's a good movie.
Y'all forgetting there's a lot of people who was raised by their mothers and they came out to be phenomenal men. That's a fact.
So
And
shorty,
some of
right?
those-
So shorty.
We're not saying they can't be a phenomenal. That they can't be a good person or none of
But
that.
the question was, can
Alpha females.
Can she teach a man
how to be an
alpha
man?
Like
Yes.
like they partner?
She-
I don't.
yeah,
I don't
I
agree with that.
I don't think so. I'm
So
gonna
the
tell you
example
why.
you gave, she robbed banks and showing her how to change.
No.
tires. But let me ask you this.
No.
What he just said, right?
No, look.
I'm with him. How can you teach a man how to be? Can you teach a woman how to be a woman?
If you an alpha
No.
woman and you raise 5 boys, right? You raise them to be men. You think after that you want to take the time to teach another grown man how to be a man? I don't think they gonna do that. They gonna be like, I'm gonna find a man that's already an alpha.
no?
They don't want to teach somebody how to be an alpha.
Some
man.
females, this is why I say they can conform.
They take on that role.
They take on that role.
They
and
take on that
they
role.
like to mold you to be the man that I want you to be.
Yep.
Me probably.
But they
Not-
not. They
it's-
not a man.
Yes, you are a man. Listen. You
I
have
ain't never
you
seen
have
a
a woman
training?
after
Listen
raising
what I
a
just
bunch
said.
of boys that want to take
They're
a
not
grown
a
man
man.
and take it on as well.
What makes you not a man?
You talking about the woman?
The woman is not a man. What you mean what makes you not a
listen,
man? When we
It's
go
some
down the line.
females out here that was born into two-parent households, right?
Right.
Their daddy taught them, gave them different qualities.
Okay.
To pass along to a man.
Are
This
they-
how a man's supposed to do.
Are they a man?
If
You gonna argue that? You definitely a battle rapper.
No,
Are you gonna
sir.
argue? Are they a man?
They're not a man, but they
Okay,
can
that's
teach.
all I needed.
They can teach a man to be a man.
That's a dumb question.
They
I don't
could, but
know.
Do you think they will?
Some can. Like what y'all want me to say? I done seen it.
Man tendencies.
All right, your mama raised you, right?
Yes, my mom.
You think
raised-
after raising you, she want to teach another grown man?
she
how to
taught
be a
other
man?
men. She taught my older brother.
No.
All
Phenomenal.
right, hold on.
Her
was before
partner.
you.
I'm talking about her partner. You think after raising y'all, she want to teach her partner as well?
No, she ain't
how
had to.
be a
She ain't
grown
had to.
man?
She ain't had to teach my
She
stepfather.
ain't have to, but does she want?
That's what I'm saying. You think if he came to her and he wasn't no alpha male, she would have been like, okay, I can work with this? She like, nah, I done did enough
We
work.
would never know because she never got that chance.
That's what I'm
never,
trying to tell
I'm
you.
saying.
No alpha woman is finna pick somebody who not an
Bro,
alpha
it's
man and be like,
plenty-
I'm gonna teach you how to do this. They ain't got
Listen to
time
your
for that
boy.
shit.
Why?
You refuse to
I
hear
think
him
that-
because he's
I
young.
think that-
Who said it?
Listen to him, Mike.
Who said it?
All right, hold on. We run out of time. Studio time. Put the deposit down. Listen. T-Rex. Shout out my boy Geechee Gotti, man. We got started. Rapid fire. Rapid fire. DMX Cameron.
Thanks.
Jay-Z Nas.
Nas.
Knicks Giants.
Next.
Smack Beasley.
Beasley.
I want to know. Okay, hold on. Let me rapid fire. I definitely want to know what the fuck. Okay, who's more important for the growth of battle rap? The battlers, the leagues, or the fans?
That's a good question.
Hey, got it. That was fire.
That's a good question.
I would say the battlers.
Why?